As a young court ballet member of the Vienna State Opera Ballet, I got inspired from the legends of the past and from the dancers of that time. But mostly for me, the greatest inspiration it was from inside the company, from the principals, where I had the opportunity to see them in their everyday life, how they would deal with the ballerina, with the dancer's life. Meaning, I would watch them in the class, I would see them in the rehearsal, I would see them preparing a role, I would see them in the performance, and for me that was a great school because they had taught me how to be a professional dancer, and I consider myself very lucky, and I'm so grateful about that because not only I have seen and I was trying to understand how they can be so beautiful and what's their technique and the very fine details they were giving, but they touched me very deep inside with their artistry, and they gave me great inspiration to and a power to go on with my dream. I have been inspired by my teachers also, and I could understand it at that time, but I couldn't really see it completely. What was the meaning of the ballet training that they were giving me? I thought it was only for ballet, but later on, as a growing artist and as a growing person, I realized that it had no differences between that training that they were giving me in the ballet studio into life, because ballet training cannot be separated from life because it is a part of life. We spend so many hours in the ballet studios, and these ballet teachers that they're giving us everything, they're guiding us from the ballet technique through the psychology. They're standing next to us, they're very supportive, they're giving us so many values. uh, they are like our spiritual parents. So I really have deep inside of me a great respect for all the teachers that they taught me everything I learned in ballet, and I recognize in them that they gave me many things for life to be strong and to be what I am today. Learning a new role is always very exciting, but there's so many informations at the beginning you have to take. So for me, number one is to learn the steps, learn them as fast as you can, solve the technical problems if there are any kind of with your partner or with you, know how the function goes, and then learning you have to learn perfect the steps so that you can forget about them. Get your stamina, um, being on your legs, be sure that you have your technique, because if you don't have it, you feel a bit weird, you cannot set yourself free. And then I start putting things from my personality inside that I feel comfortable, and then I'm being driven by the music and by the story, if there is one, or from my physicality, or from both of them. And I start to experiment, to search for a new beautiful way to express myself and get to a performance. But this procedure never ends. This always, each day, each moment, there are always things to discover, and There are always things to change and make them new and make them better and make them more beautiful, and it never stops. This is amazing. The ballerina is always right. So this means that the partner should listen to her needs, because she's exposed to the public, everybody's watching her. She should be on her leg, so she really needs to say that she feels comfortable or not. So the partner should take care of her in the best way and be always there for her in what she needs, because this is for the good for both of them. They're gonna bring a really beautiful artistic result at the end, so it's necessary for this to happen. So we need a loving, caring partner for it. The great chemistries starts with this base, but it's not only that. Of course, we need to have the same musicality. Otherwise, if we don't listen the same way the music, and we don't put the steps in the music in the same way, it's not going to work, you know. It should be trust, a great trust to each other, to know that each one is taking care of each other, and also at the same time are taking risks, but knowing that the other one is going to be there for it. And they should have the same breathing. The breaths should be the same by moving. It's not only the technique, but the breaths should be the same, and in order to express the feelings. It's a great procedure. We need to be very open and with a lot of love and care for each other. Otherwise, the chemistry is not gonna work. And I really believe and I really know that great partnerships, they were made because all of these things that were there. Ballet is so beautiful, but at the same time, it has really difficult moments inside of it. It can be some injuries that the dancer has to deal with. It can be some failures in rehearsal, sometimes in performances. Um, it can be an emotional, personal problem that is giving him or her hard times to to deal with. So it's very important, you know, to accept that you're weak at the moment, that it's not your moment to get over it, because it always takes a time. It takes time for the body to heal, so it takes time for the mindset, you know, to heal also. It's like the same procedure. You need to give time for yourself. You need to forgive yourself for not being perfect, for not being able to be strong at a moment, and try to remember to yourself that this shall pass. It will not stay always like this. Good days are going to come again. The body's going to heal, your mind is going to heal, your soul is going to heal, no matter what is going on. And you just have to keep your faith into life and into beautiful things, that they inspire you, because they're going to drive you to the better situation. They're going to give you the strength, and just be patient, you know. It's just the key to succeed. We're just human beings, and we cannot be perfect every day, and sometimes this might last really long. So be ready, accept it, and make the best out of it. I'm not so sure if I can speak about my talents, but I can speak about the way I felt of me being a dancer. And I can surely say that it was my deepest need to dance, and still it is. And I'm there always with great honesty. I'm not there to show myself, never, but I'm there to understand something more about the choreography, about myself, about the music, about this art, about this world. And I feel that I always dance beyond the steps, um, beyond the movements, beyond the technique. And I feel also that something else inside of me is dancing. This is dancing first and then my body. So I believe, yeah, this might be my talent. My advice is to dream a lot, dream big, be there in your everyday, be in the reality, work hard, do your best, forgive yourself in the difficult times. It's gonna be other beautiful times to come. It's not gonna last forever. Uh, Enjoy your everyday, and don't you ever forget why you started ballet, no matter what. Life is beautiful. Just dance.